My name is Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor, but the world knows me as Queen Elizabeth II. Today I want to share with you the story of my early years, particularly around the time I was 30 years old. I never expected to become queen so early in my life. My father, King George VI, passed away on February 6, 1952, when I was just 25 years old. I was in Kenya with my husband Philip when I received the news that would change my life forever. I went up a tree as a princess and came down as a queen. My coronation took place on June 2, 1953, at Westminster Abbey. It was a solemn ceremony steeped in tradition dating back 1,000 years. It was also the first coronation to be televised, allowing millions around the world to witness this ancient ceremony. In the years that followed, as I approached the age of 30, I embarked on numerous Commonwealth tours. In 1953, Philip and I embarked on a 6-month tour, visiting Australia, New Zealand, and various territories across the Commonwealth. I became the first reigning monarch to visit these nations. My daily life as a young queen involved a careful balance. Each morning began with the review of government papers delivered in the famous red boxes. I held regular audiences with my Prime Minister, Winston Churchill initially, and then Anthony Eden and Harold Macmillan. The 1950s were a period of significant change. The British Empire was transforming into the Commonwealth, and I was determined to be a unifying figure during this transition. In 1957, I addressed the United Nations General Assembly, emphasizing the importance of international cooperation. At home, Philip and I welcomed 2 children to our family, Charles and Anne. Despite the demands of my position, I always prioritized my role as a mother. We tried to give our children as normal an upbringing as possible within the constraints of royal life. One of my greatest challenges during these early years was finding my voice as a monarch. I was young, younger than many of the advisors and officials surrounding me, and female in what was still very much a man's world. I made a promise on my 21st birthday that my whole life would be devoted to service. As I navigated those early years on the throne, that promise was my guiding light. It remains so to this day.